Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I received. The translation reads like this: Hello, Brother Nashi, how are you? Can you please post my own story as hidden identity? I am a man who is aged 32 years old. I have come here on your platform because I have my own confession that I want to share with you. So my confession is how I sacrificed my mother and got her killed in a money-making ritual. And after I had gotten my mom killed, then her spirit started to come and fighting against me like a ghost and everything that I did. So, Brother Nashi, what happened was that I ran away from home because of poverty when I was still a very young man. And then I came to the city. At that time, I told myself that it was far much better for me to come to Harare so that I can start to hustle. As I was in Harare, that was when I thought of going to Mozambique. And I went to Mozambique with this other man that I had met in Harare. We went to Mozambique, and then when we were in Mozambique, that was when I started working. And whilst I was in that village, I was then told that in the same village, there were some people that would come. I was told that people would come to that village because there was a very powerful traditional healer who would give you charms that can give you money. And I was told that even big politicians across Southern Africa, they were coming to that village because they just wanted the power that this traditional healer had. And when I heard that even politicians from Southern Africa, they were coming to that village where I was working, that was when I told myself that it was far much better for me to go and speak with this traditional healer. I went and I spoke with that traditional healer, but this traditional healer, the money that he told me was needed just for the first ritual. It was too much. I could never afford. So later on, I was then called by one of the traditional healers' grandson. He came to me and he told me that his grandfather had called me, Brother Nashi, when I look at myself, I am so dirty. My hands, they are full of blood because of the things that I did. And I don't think that there is no one, no ritual can ever clean what. And I don't think that there is no ritual that can ever be able to clean me because of the way that I am so dirty. When this man called me, it was somewhere around past 10 in the evening. Then I went to that traditional healer's place with his grandson. When I arrived there, that was when I spoke with the traditional healer and he told me everything that I was supposed to do. So he offered me a deal and gladly I accepted the deal. As horrifying as the deal was, I just accepted. I was then taken to another room. This was after I had accepted the deal. I was taken to that room and I saw that the room, he was using it like if you go to Mozambique and if you want to perform these rituals, then you will be taken to another room where you will be staying until the time when you are supposed to have a consultation with a traditional healer. When I was in that room, that was when I saw a woman who had been murdered. I saw her lifeless body as it was lying on the floor. The lifeless body, there was blood that was coming out of her lifeless body. These men, they were quite evil. Brother Nashi, this man, they killed that woman as if she was a cow. You see the way that people slaughter a cow so much that you open up a cow, then you start to take the meat. This is what they had done to this woman. She was opened all over her body. They had removed everything. They had removed her private parts. They had removed all of her breasts. They had even removed her tongue, including her teeth, even her eyes. And I saw that this woman, the way that they had killed her, it seemed as if when they were removing all of her body parts, she was still alive because of the blood. It seemed as if this woman, she was still fighting with them because there was blood everywhere. There was blood on the floor. There was blood on the walls. And it seemed as if this woman, she had fought with them until finally she lost her life. And then the deal was that I was supposed to clean that room throughout the night. This traditional healer wanted this room to look so clean in the morning when his clients would come. He did not want them to see that this is what had happened. So since I did not have the money to be given my own tokology, I was told that in order for him to assist me, I had to clean up the blood, to clean up that room. So Brother Nashi, I accepted that deal with the devil, and I started to clean that bloody room. There was blood everywhere. I cleaned this room from, I think, around 11 p.m. until 5 a.m. without ever resting, telling myself that this was it. This was the only opportunity that had been given to me, and I cleaned the room. Then after I was done, that was when I was taken to the traditional healers consultation room, and a bucket of water was given to me, and I was told to wash my hands, and I was told that this ritual that I was now performing, it was a ritual so as to clean me, to clean my hands, because I had touched the blood of that woman who had been murdered. And I was then told that this will cause the spirit of that woman not to follow me. And after I had been cleaned, that was when I was given the tokology. So this tokology that was given to me, it was in form of a charm. So this charm, the way that it was going to work, I was told that this charm that I have given you, it was like cooking oil. All that I had to do was to return back to Zim. So I traveled from Mozambique and I returned back to Zim, and I bought my mom a very beautiful, expensive dress. So when I had bought that dress, that was when I rubbed that oil that I had been given by that traditional healer in Mozambique on that dress, and I went to the villages where my mom was staying. When I arrived in the villages, I was told that I had to force my mom to wear that dress so that we can start with the ritual of killing her. And I then forced my mom to wear that dress, even though she did not want to wear it. I had this little phone that had a small camera. I said that I want to take you a picture. Please, can you just wear this dress? She took that dress and she went and she wore the dress. The moment that she was wearing the dress, that is how I sold her life to that traditional healer in Mozambique. So after my mom had passed away and after she had been buried, that was when I returned back to Harare. When I returned back to Harare, the first night I was sleeping at my friend's house. So when I woke up early in the morning, I found out that underneath my pillow there was a bundle of US dollars. So I took the money, but when I took the money, that was when my friend saw that there was money that I was holding in my hands. So we started counting the money. He asked me where I had gotten all of this money. I then told him, because I had to come clean with him, I told him about the rituals that I had performed in Mozambique and how my mom had passed away, and now that I was making money. So he told me that he also wanted to go with me to Mozambique, but I was so scared to go with him because I had seen what those men were capable of. Then I was also having dreams. That tokology of mine, it was now speaking with me. It told me that it also did not want to go to Mozambique. It showed me in a vision. In this vision, it showed me exactly where I was supposed to go with my friend so that he can also become a ritualist. We then went to that traditional healer, and then my friend, he also became a ritualist. So as for my friend, these are the rituals that he did. He made his father to lose his mind. So his father right now is running mad. So after that, that was when one day I was driving out of town and I saw this beautiful woman. So I offered her a lift and she got into the car. When I was driving, that was when I asked this woman where did she want me to drop her off. And when I looked at her, I saw that it was my mother. That woman had my mother's face. And I panicked. I nearly caused an accident. I then returned back to that traditional healer who told me that it was the ghost of my mother who was now hunting me. So we did some rituals. So these are the rituals that I do each and every year in November, just before the rains would have started. I have to travel to the village. So I am given these charms that I place in an empty bottle. Then I go and I place that bottle on top of my mother's grave, blocking her spirit from rising up again. I leave this bottle for 2 weeks, and after 2 weeks, then I collect this bottle. Then I take it and I go and I throw it in the river. This is how I block her spirit.